Hello and welcome to another episode of Low Tech Health. Today is Let's Talk Tickers on Taco Tuesdays, and I am your host, Brad Burns. I'm bringing you live from Studio 101 New Zion Studio. Today we are continuing our theme on refusal, and I would like to state I am a pretty compliant guy. Do I need to turn the volume up? Oh, there it is. Hello, coming in hot and heavy on the hi-hat. I love having figured these out a little bit. I can hear myself through my headphones, so I know what I sound like. I know what you guys, the audience, is hearing. But it looks still small. It still looks small in GarageBand. It still looks small. Can I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? I don't know. Anyways, continuing on Let's Talk Tickers and Taco Tuesdays, refusal to comply with your health. Your medications is a big one. We have people come in to the hospital who either have taken too little or too much of their prescribed medication, whether it be a big one for me is patients not getting restated when they're waiting in the ER on their home psych meds, their brain glue, because we don't know exactly how it works, but we know it increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and when you take that away from a patient, they begin to suffer withdrawal symptoms, which even if they're intubated, it can become hard to properly sedate them and get a good neuro exam, because whether or not they want to follow commands plays a part in whether or not they can follow commands. And that's just not something the ER does, because it's not an emergency. I get it, but the brain glue is very important in reestablishing a normal flow of this regulated hormone and neurotransmitter in their brain, whether it be Cymbalta or something more intense, Xanax, because Grandma doesn't always tell us how much Xanax she takes because she doesn't take it all the time, just some of the times. But it turns out Grandma's taking like 3 milligrams of Xanax a day because she's prescribed one every 6 to 8 hours. Like, she just eats it. She just eats it, and it's terrible. What the fuck's happening? It's getting smaller and smaller in GarageBand. Can you guys hear me? Okay, there it is. It's a little tighter, and tighter. Okay, all right. Just got to get in close. This is a tight episode of Low Tech Talk. Low Tech letters out to translate expert knowledge. Brad Burns. So we don't get her back on her Xanax because she doesn't tell us exactly how much she's taken. She's not completely honest. And another one, which is kind of weird, just new to me, is a patient who has experiences of headaches and they think it's related to high blood pressure. So they take more of their antihypertensive, a beta blocker sometimes, or lisinopril, an ACE inhibitor, which work by blocking. The first one blocks the biggest contraction of the heart, so it slows the heart rate and blood pressure down, lowers the blood pressure rather than slows it down. And the ACE inhibitor blocks a certain part of the RAS system, that's a renin-angiotensin aldosterone system that increases blood pressure by means of recognizing a lack of flow, interrupting a key part in that lowering blood pressure. It gets a little into the weeds. That'd be a good one for next week to talk about ACE inhibitors. Yes, let's talk deeply on ACE inhibitors. Don't get tickers. It feels very intimate and kind of like slightly stressful being this close to the microphone. I'll have to adjust for tomorrow because I don't think this is how it's supposed to be. I must have turned the volume down somewhere. But anyways, has these low blood pressure symptoms, headache, thinks that they're from not taking enough blood pressure medication, takes more, bottoms himself out or herself, and she goes to the hospital because she passes out. And we don't know how long she's down. She's maybe has a heartbeat, maybe not, but it's all from taking too much of her or him as beta blocker, a powerful antihypertensive. So, refusal to comply. Refusal to comply with medication is dire. You have to titrate down. Mustn't titrate down. Oh, and we've frozen at 446. It seems to happen a lot more. But I want to leave you with this. Not all refusal with medicine is a sin, is a cardinal sin to your body, like taking too much of your blood pressure medication, or not telling the hospital how much Xanax you normally take, which is not, it's you just need to tell us. It's not a big deal, but we need to make sure we keep you safe. That's the point. But I refuse to wear a mask while I'm alone in my car. So some refusal I can get behind. With that, I leave you. Since I've frozen in time, I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys.